points on the day. The Nasdaq gained 5, the S&P almost 1. But they both lost ground on the week. The Nasdaq by almost 3%, the S&P 1%. The Bloomberg WWJ Detroit Index lost nearly 0.5%. The November jobs report didn't help things. Scott Minerd of Guggenheim Partners.
But we didn't get the wages, and then we're not seeing people coming back to the workforce.
The number of jobs created rose 178,000 last month. Ford CEO is reaffirming the company's decision to move small car production to Mexico. The Wall Street Journal reporting Mark Field says moving the Ford-focused production to Mexico will not hurt Michigan jobs because of the company's expanding production of pickups and SUVs instead. Field says union workers could even get larger profit-sharing checks from the move. I'm Joan Doniger with the Bloomberg Business Report on WWJ News Radio 950.
Lottery numbers, the midday daily 3 today, 269, the daily 4, 3376. Traffic and weather in a minute.
I found a long time ago that you want to treat your customers like you'd want to be treated. George Clifford, president of Family Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, talks about his company's business philosophy. And we found that the way I'd like to be treated is I'd like to be given a very high-quality product for as reasonable a price as I can possibly get it. And I think we've achieved that over the West and Down River, call 734-422-8080. East and North Woodward, call 248-548-9565. And online at familyheating.com.
458 on WWJ. Traffic and weather together. Here's Kevin Sanderson.
And Mr. Ryan says Long Lake Road westbound before Orchard Lake Road no longer blocked, but the wrecker finishing up on the right shoulder. And we have a 9 mile between 94 and Harper blocked due to fallen power cables. Try another mile road instead. Traffic lights not working on Greater Mac at 9, Little Mac at Harper, and 9 mile at Harper. Lights are out there as well. From the 24-hour Hines Park Lincoln and Plymouth Traffic Center, I'm Kevin Sanderson. I'm at WJ News Radio 950.
And the AccuWeather forecast now, and our meteorologist Dave Samuel says cloudy this evening with a low 31. Tomorrow cloudy with a high 41. Sunday cloudy and chilly. High 40 mixed with rain and snow. Sunday afternoon could end as just snow Sunday night. And a low of 30 right now, 38 at City Airport and 39 at Metro.
Mr. McKnight and fire shots into his sheriff says gas or shot the guy from inside his car. Louisiana law says it's legal to kill someone trying to get into your car if you fear for your life. Dave Cohen for CBS News, Newark.
Jobless rate down to its lowest level in 9 years at 4.6%, but not everyone sees it as a total positive. This is Pam Coulter. 178,000 new jobs were created last month, adding to the longest string of job growth on record. But to the Trump team, the glass is half empty. Spokesman Jason Miller.
In November, the nation lost 4,000 manufacturing jobs, bringing the total loss to over 300,000 under the Obama administration.
The White House says 1 million manufacturing jobs were protected and 804,000 more were created during the president's 8 years in office. Pam Coulter, CBS News, the White House. The presidential recount can move forward in Michigan. CBS's Steve Dorsey.
Officials in Michigan rejected an objection to the recount from Donald Trump's attorneys.
Should pay for the recount, and the people that don't shouldn't. Let's see if they still want to recount.
I really don't think that it's probably a need for it at this point, at our cost now.
At this point, the recount is set to begin on Tuesday. In Southfield, Laura Bonnell, WWJ News Radio 950.
The water in Flint continues to improve from that lead water crisis.
Virginia Tech has tested the same homes in Flint 4 times since August of 2015, and Professor Mark Edwards says the lead levels in the water have reduced over time.
If you have a lead pipe in front of your house, it is doubtful that no matter how good your corrosion control is, no matter how many good water samples you collect, that you should be trusting that water for your kids to drink or your family to drink unless you use a lead filter.
Edwards also says that some 180 cases of Shigella, a bacterial infection in Genesee County and Saginaw, are not from Flint's drinking water. Beth Fisher, WWJ News Radio 950.
WWJ News Time, 5:07. Officials with healthcare.gov reminding people the health insurance marketplace is open for business. CEO Kevin Conahan tells WWJ 2.4 million people have enrolled so far, and in Michigan, 70,000.
The area. Thanks, Adam, and Long Lake Lake Road westbound before Orchard Lake Road, no longer blocked, but a wrecker finishing up on the right shoulder. 9 Mile between I-94 and Harper, blocked due to fallen power cables. Try another mile road instead. Traffic lights not working in that area as well. Greater Mac at 9 Mile, Little Mac at Harper, 9 Mile at Harper. And Greenfield at 9 Mile, signals are mistimed in that location. AAA Jam Cam 696 eastbound at M10. The accident cleared there. Weekend work to keep in mind. 696 westbound between Coolidge and Greenfield. Weekend construction will have all westbound lanes closed Saturday from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. You can try 12 Mile or 8 Mile as possible alternates. And on Sunday at 696 eastbound between Greenfield and Coolidge, 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. All the eastbound lanes there will be closed again. 12 Mile or 8 Miles your alternates. From the 24-hour Hines Park, Lincoln, or Plymouth Traffic Center, I'm Kevin Sanderson, WWJ News Radio 950.
And the AccuWeather forecast now, meteorologist Dave Samuel. What's ahead for the weekend for us, Dave?
Well, we're looking at basically typical December weather out there, and that will probably feel cold to us because we haven't had typical weather.
Caused property damage. He's also accused of possessing buckshot and flares, the type that can be used from a variety of launchers. There are reports that the FBI claims Gregerson was working with an imam in Maryland on alleged violent jihad. He has not, as of yet, been charged with terrorism. Sandra McNeil, WWJ News Radio 950.
Detroit police hoping the public can help them find a man wanted in connection with the attempted murder of 2 small children on Monday. 2 gunmen entered a home on Connor. Police say they robbed one person while holding another at gunpoint. As they left the scene, the 2 suspects set the home on fire with 2 kids still inside. Fortunately, the kids were rescued. They're expected to be okay. A 38-year-old man was arrested at the scene. Another one identified as 31-year-old Julian Coleman, still on the run. Anyone with information asked to call Detroit Police Arson Division. This word just in, Detroit police have arrested a man accused of beating and choking a 28-year-old woman and her 3-year-old child in front of her 3 other children today. Police say the suspect, Jesse Ruffin, attacked the pair this morning at a home on Dawes Street. The child was attacked after the woman passed out. Ruffin was arrested within the hour. Stay with WWJ for the latest. More on a story you heard from CBS News. Michigan's elections board